isn't going to be the best because I don't have any way to connect to my phone. I know I'm doing mobile, and I don't know. I think YouTube, I don't think it allows external microphones on mobile, or at least not the way that I usually hook up. And so the audio quality might not be the best currently. At least when my fans aren't running, so it should be almost a little bit of a cleaner sound. I'm gonna turn this down here so we can not have so much of a laptop splash here. But we are going to be looking at three fragrances and opening them up on the stream while also talking about some other things that I've been wearing recently and really enjoying. Spoiler: the three that, well, I'll talk about the three that I'm going to open up. But the three that I'm going to talk about here in a little bit, I kind of debated on because I want to have something here just to talk about the filling the time and space in between and before and after going through. It will be the three that I want to talk about shortly before are three that are Middle Eastern fragrances. I know it's a hot topic right now. So I could have titled this video, talking about cologne fragrances. I think I might do that later. Next month, maybe the cologne live stream. I'll talk about some colognes and things that I picked up and I really enjoy. But hopefully this right here will do just fine. Anybody who is watching, anybody who is currently tuning in, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you are doing today. What are you up to? What are you wearing? What do you have going on in life today on this Saturday? There's three people watching now. What do you guys have going on today? What are you watching? Or not watching, but hope you're watching this, but what are you doing? Charlie said, how's your day going? Hey, Charlie, what up, man? It's going all right. I just videoed or just did my weekly rotation video, so my voice may be going out by the end of the live stream, and usually the live streams definitely take my voice out. But no, dude, doing good. Went out and about, did grocery shopping and shopping around. Bought some fragrances that we're going to open up here in a little bit, and I'm very excited about. And yeah, just that's all it was. And with my wife and baby, and just having a good time. What about you, my man? What are you up to on this? Hopefully it's a very cool Saturday where you are. It's actually pretty amazing here where I'm at. It feels really nice. We're actually starting to really get into the cooler weather here in this southern region of the U.S. where I'm at. I can't speak for my brother Santana Rodriguez and him in Texas. He probably is still getting like 80 plus degrees. Scent of the day is Maison Alhambra's Your Touch Intense. Dude, you've been talking about that one a fair bit, like nonstop, and I've actually been seeing it everywhere. And really, even before you commented it, I looked on FragranceNet on some of their new arrivals, and they had a lot of the Your Touch ones. They had Your Touch Intense, Tobacco, I think maybe amber in there, and something else. But yeah, just finished eating dinner. Awesome. What'd you have to eat, my man? What'd you have going on? I know tonight, here in a little bit, my wife and I was going to fix a little bit of pizza just as a quick night because I got some stuff to do in preparation for tomorrow and next week. So we're going through it quick. 19 views all at once. Good night. What are you people up to? This is a fragrance stream for those of you who are not part of the channel who don't know what's going on here. Mongolian grill. That sounds pretty amazing. I have not eaten Mongolian style food or any of those restaurants. I really want to though. I think I know that certain Korean barbecues you grill your own, but is Mongolian restaurants do you get to cook your own and grill your own? It'd be cool if you do. But in the Streets for Life, big fan here. Could you shout out my brother? It's his birthday. His name is Nick Gurr. Well, hello Nick Gurr. I hope happy birthday, my dude. Oh, never mind. I see who it is. You got me. Are you Mr. Clean? I could be. Good thing I spaced out those words and didn't say it too close. But yeah, Nemovi got me. Yeah, LMAO. And Mr. Clean, I wish. I don't get that money that Mr. Clean gets, but maybe if I bleach my eyebrows and put a piercing in my ear, I could kind of get a little bit of royalties from him. But yeah, the Fragrance channel, Fragrance are doing cheapies. And want to open up 3 here in a little bit. And Charlie, you're going to be very excited on the 3. Definitely the last 2 that I'm opening up here. And for anyone else who will tune in later, you're going to be excited about it as well. But really, I want to talk about 3 here at the start that I've been wearing. A little bit of, actually 2 of them I talked about in my recent week rotations that I just videoed today that's going to be coming out on Monday. But these 3 here, y'all, one of them especially is like phenomenal. But they're 3 clones. 2 of them are, well, no, actually they're from different companies. One of them might have been from the same company. But the first one is one that is a lot of people go to for a discontinued fragrance. I know Ross from TLTG Reviews also really loves this one. He already owns the discontinued version, there's the fragrance that's cloning, but he always goes back to this one and recommends it all the time. And ever since he's talked about it, I've seen it come up everywhere at online discounters and never pulled the trigger on it for some reason. But it's this one by Milano, or actually Pandora Sense, and it is Milano Privé. In case you don't know, this is a clone of 1 Million Privé, which is a discontinued fragrance by now. But this one, Ross always says, smells like the colors of fall, the browns, the oranges, the yellows, all of that. And it definitely has that vibe to it. It is a tobacco scented fragrance, but it has almost a apple cinnamon, like apple pie opening to it. Even though there's no apple in this, I believe it's still, what is it, blood orange? That's in all the 1 Million flankers. But it definitely smells like a fruitiness in here. You could almost mistake as being apple, and because of the spiciness, there's a lot of cinnamon in here. Very sweet, very ambery, a tobacco underneath that little, not really smoky, but very herbal, just a designer style tobacco. It smells like it could be the actual 1 Million Privé, the juice that Paco Rabanne would put in a different bottle. It definitely smells like it. It is amazing, guys. This stuff is fall in a bottle. It smells like fall. I'm not gonna give names of where it's at, but well, I'll give names where it's at. Why not? In Gatlinburg, Tennessee, there is the Main Street downtown part, and there's a place called the Village, which is like a very old timey historic part. It feels like you're walking to a whole other world, and it smells like the Village. It smells like the coffee shop that's there. It smells like especially in the colder weather, the candy and the cinnamon, all that. It smells amazing, and this stuff it smells absolutely phenomenal. Sorry, I got some comments in. There's which parfum is best? Which fragrance is best for Asian men? It depends on where you're at. I know most Indian men, you can wear really anything, especially in the warmer weather. You want something that's fresher and light. If you're in China or places like that, and like I said, warmer things that are more catered toward that, these are light, airy, fresh. Unless you get into a colder part of Asia, then you could go with some of these I have here, especially two of them that I have on the side. But if you are in Japan, if you are an Asian in Japan, Japan does not take very kindly to strong scents. I know the youth that are in there now, and the people who are the new generation, trying to make things a little more tolerable and more progressive, and making certain colors more appropriate, flashy things like that. But overall, it's a very conservative country, so you wouldn't want to be anything too loud there. But let me see. But as far overall, it depends on where you're at in Asia. I mean, really, any of these that are here, it's great for you as well. Any of and probably like more clone fragrances, because they're going to be more available. They're going to be more inexpensive and everywhere. You can order them from overseas and whatnot. So I think that would probably be your best bet. Nurse David, my man, how you doing? Hey, buddy, I'm at work, but I've got one earbud in. Well, I'm guessing you're doing nurse stuff since, and that's your job title there. But since the day is a Banana Republic Linen Vetiver. That's one of the Banana Republics I have not been lucky enough to find out in the wild, but I really do want to get it. I've heard it's a really nice vetiver. I love vetiver. I love vetiver, and that's one of them that I've been looking for a long while. But yeah, I've heard it smells amazing. Guy is that? I have no clue what that is. Seraphim Rose, Jesus loves you, Jesus loves y'all. Amen. He does. He loves you, he loves me, he loves everyone. And like I heard someone say the other day, I wish that we all loved him as much as he loves us. But anyway, Milano Privé, clone of 1 Million Privé by Paco Rabanne. It smells amazing. It smells just like fall, like apple cinnamon tobacco, warm, sweet. Great for fall. I think it's good for any time of the day in fall, not just at nighttime. I think it's fresh and light enough, and especially the sweetness and lightness in there. You can wear it in the daytime, especially if you go pretty conservative with the sprays and don't overdo it, especially if you're in office wear. But yeah, especially at nighttime, just spray this stuff up and smell amazing. The next one I want to talk about just real quick, again, before I get into opening some of these, and hopefully more people come in, more of the usuals. Besides Charlie and David, hopefully I get like Santana or Mondo or one of them guys coming in. Even Mitchell used to be in here a good bit. But the next one we're talking about is a clone fragrance. I talked about it in my week rotations video that I just shot. That will be coming out on the Monday following this. It's a clone fragrance that no one talks about hardly. Again, I saw Eli from the Common Sense channel, who doesn't post anymore, but he posted a video all about this one and loved it. I've seen, and the weird thing is, when I thought about wearing this last week, Ash made a video talking about this one in his video, and I thought about it before I even watched the video, and it's like kind of a weird thing that happened. It's like, okay, well, I guess it's a sign I should wear it then. But from the company it's at, no one talks about it, even though it's dirt cheap from the company and it smells amazing. And it's a clone of a fragrance that has also been discontinued, but it was a hyped fragrance in the community way back in the day, even while before it was discontinued and right after. And it's one that I love. I really love this one. It is not the style of fragrance that you would think from the name, but it is by Fragrance World. And this one's called Absolute Oud Magnificent 7. And for those of you who have been in fragrances for a while, you probably already know what this one is meant to be a clone of. This is a clone of M7, or I think it's Absolute Oud. No, Absolute. So Oud Absolute M7 by Yves Saint Laurent, YSL, and one of their like a very exclusive releases. Again, this has been that fragrance has been discontinued, but this is a clone of that fragrance, and the bottle looks very close to that bottle if you've seen a picture of it. But it is a very classy, formal style of oud. Not really any sweetness in there. It has a little bit of that designer style oud mixed with a little bit of an oriental kind of root to it, but very dry woodiness in here. A little bit of a powdery spice coming up, and a lot of patchouli. A very patchouli heaviness in here. A little musky, a little ambery, but it's more of just a very woody, dry fragrance. But yeah, I love this stuff. It is a probably more, definitely for the nighttime of fall, winter, and maybe in the core ends of spring, but I say exclusively nighttime because it just has that darkness about it, mysterious kind of alluring factor to it, and like I said, a very classy, mature style of oud. And I mean, I bought this thing back in the summer, sprayed it. I sprayed it even on myself a little bit, tested it, let it sit back here on my shelf for this whole time. Haven't worn it again until now, and it has matured beautifully. This stuff smells phenomenal now. Again, Absolute Oud Magnificent 7, a clone of YSL's M7. Again, a discontinued fragrance. Smells amazing. So good. This stuff is phenomenal. Again, winter, fall time, this is a must-to. I mean, a must-go-to and a must-have. This, and like I said, it's dirt cheap now. No one talked about this. It's from Fragrance World. Everyone talked about Fragrance World, but no one talked about this. And it's like $20 or under. I got this, I think, for like almost $20 even online. It is really good. Really good. Again, not too far Middle Eastern style. Like, not that funky, weird, animalic style of oud. It's definitely in there. The oud note is, but it's not anything that's going to be too hard to wear. Probably one of the easier wear ouds besides something like Oud Wood by Tom Ford or Oud Noir by Versace. But yeah, really good. This one's great. Another one here. This one is one that I am probably going to talk about forevermore on this channel. As long as this channel is up and going, I will forever talk about this as probably being one of my absolute favorite scent profiles in my collection. I absolutely love it. And no one talks about this one either. Hardly anybody, unless you're in the cheap community, talks about it. No one in the mainstream community talks about it. And it is phenomenal. It is so good. And the scent profile for what it is so wearable. But it is by Paris Corner. I think it's another Pandora. So again, each of these from a different company, but it's by Paris Corner. And this one is the original Cair. So everyone knows the other kinds of Cair, either Cair Pistachio, Cair Fusion, Cair Confection, Cair Felicity. This is the original Cair, and all those other flankers clone different flankers of the, or different productions or lines of the Kayali line. They clone, some of them clone kind of like Pistachio Gelato, Kayali Vanilla, whatever. All those, and they're all very feminine leaning. Some people say unisex leaning feminine. No, it is just almost all feminine as far as what I've smelled from them. But this one, it is the masculine one, and it's the original one, but it is masculine. It is not unisex leaning masculine. It is very masculine, but this stuff is amazing. This is very oriental style. This has a lot of oud in it. In fact, I think there's double oud. There's like oud and agarwood listed in the note breakdown, and a lot of leather. So it's going to be a slightly animalic, slightly kind of almost petrol kind of leather at the front, but it dries down being very clean, easy to wear. The oud in here is a little bit of freshness to it, not really too anything, again, too animalic or funky, but oud leather is immediately what you're getting out of this. And right after that, a lot of herbaceous, aromatic notes. There's a Divana in here, which gives it a little bit of a fruity sweetness, while also being very aromatic as well. And you think it's too dry, too animalic, too woody, and all that, but underneath everything is a sweet muskiness that keeps everything balanced out. Very oriental style though. And this is going to be a clone of Guisa's Imperial Valley. It is amazing. This stuff is so good. This is a easy to wear oud leather style fragrance. And I mean, it's one you can wear almost year round, probably aside from the super, super high heat of summer. I would not try to wear this in the super high heat because also this thing performs incredibly well. Springtime, definitely signature scent. Fall, definitely signature scent. Winter, definitely winter signature scent. Probably not for the nighttime of winter, but summer, even maybe summer nights, if it's cool. But spring, fall, day or night, this thing is amazing. Again, oud leather is the focus, and then right behind it is some freshness, aromatics, things like that, slightly sweet. This stuff is fantastic. And I found this at a Ross Dress for Less for like, I think it's like $24, maybe $26.99 or something like that. An amazing price for something of this quality, and performance is really, really good. I mean, going on like, I smelled it almost the whole day, like 6, 7+ hours with a medium projection. This stuff is phenomenal. And I can only imagine as it sits and matures and, either maturates or macerate, whatever you call it, as it sits and matures and gets to do all the fancy fun stuff it does, this stuff will get even better, even deeper, even richer. Mondo, my man, I was hoping you'd come into the stream, dude. Charlie's listening in, Dave's listening in one earbud while he's at work, so hopefully you don't get caught. But Mondo, dude, my man, how you doing on this Saturday? What are you up to? You missed me talking about these previous two here. Two of them I talked about in my weekly rotation video that I just shot today that I'm uploading on Monday. So you can go back and listen. If you want to go back on the stream and listen or watch on that when it comes out. Two clones that I wore this past week that I love, absolutely love. And one clone that I haven't worn this week, but I have worn and I recently got in and people's hyped it up. So Milano Privé by Pandora Scents, a clone of 1 Million Privé, discontinued fragrance. It smells amazing. It smells like fall. It really does smell like fall. Love that middle one. It's the same bottle as Aqua Noirs. It really is. But really what it's cloning is YSL's M7 Oud Absolute, which is also a discontinued fragrance. A very mature, classy, but wearable oud fragrance. Majority patchouli, a little powdery, spicy, but it has a good darkness to it. This stuff is amazing. And like I said, I bought this in the summertime, sprayed it, let it sit back here and mature, and it smells incredible. And Mondo, I don't know if you've seen this one. This is what I was talking about when you came in, is Paris Corner's Cair, the original Cair. Nowhere feminine, nowhere like the other Cair flankers. This is strictly masculine. It's cloning Guisa's Imperial Valley, which I think is maybe a unisex fragrance overall, maybe unisex and masculine, but this one, man, I'm pretty sure smells just like it, but it smells very masculine. Leather, oud, a little bit of aromatics, a little bit of sweetness, but leather and oud is the main things you get, but it's a fresh leather oud. It's amazing. This stuff is so good. Like I said, it lasted all day on me. All day, and you would be, you would look at this and be like, oh, I don't know about that. And I bought this at a Ross too for like under $30, like 24 or 27.99, something like that. And you look at the bottle and you're like, it's Middle Eastern, it's cologne, it's this and that. I just don't know about that. And it is a very Oriental Middle Eastern style of fragrance, but the quality on this, the scent profile, I don't know what it is. And those of you who are listening, Mondo, Troy, and all of y'all. Sometimes, you think you like a fragrance or you think that you like something. Or you have a certain style and you think you can explain it, but sometimes you smell a certain scent profile and it just captivates you and you're like, I don't know why I like this, but I just really like this and I didn't expect that I'd like it. That's this one here. I just really, really love this. This is so good. Carl, my man, I got all my guys here. Look at that. Hey everyone, hope everyone is having a blessed weekend. You too, Carl, my man. Hope you're having a good one. What are you up to on this? Hope you're having a good Saturday. Hope it feels good where you're at. Strong with you is that way? Yeah, it is. It is. It's just, again, you smell it, and I think, I've smelled so many Middle Eastern style fragrances, especially on the cheapy clone end. And after a while, you get that rose, oud, leather, smoky, and you're like, there's only so many ways that you can pull that and mix match that. And you think you smelled everything. You think all the tofas smell the same, things like that. But this, I thought it'd be like, oud, leather, whatever. Something about how the leather comes across in this smells amazing. It's almost in the same way that the leather and style of leather that's in Calvin Klein Defy Eau de Parfum, if those of you who know that one, who've smelled that one, that very almost easy to wear, but almost on the edge of being too divisive kind of leather. It's like that, but made way better quality, way smoother. It's amazing. It's almost like the style of leather that I have down here in Dunhill's signature line. They're a very niche line. It's called Agarwood. The best leather smelling fragrance I've ever smelled. I have my whole collection. I would easily pair it up with Ombre leather from Tom Ford. Easily. And it's like half, if not a little less than half the price of that. But it's like one of the best smelling ones. You almost think it's going to be too animalic, too smoky, too realistic. And then it backs off a little bit. And you're like, oh, I love it, you know. But this one, if any of you out there who don't have this one and you want a good, easy to wear oud leather scent for majority of the year, this is it. This is so good. I don't know. My mobile thing here is giving me a weird notification, but no, I'm not going to listen to that. Anyway, yeah, guys. So these three I talked about, I know they're all Middle Eastern clones, you know, and that's the hype thing to talk about now. Maybe next month I'll do a live stream. It'll be all clone fragrances, but I just want to talk about them. For some reason, these two I wore this past week, and they really blew me away. This one I know everyone talks about, or most people talk about, and it just fits with the fall theme. I love it. I'm probably going to wear this actually next week. So expect this in my week rotation video of next week. And actually, maybe these I'm going to open up when we're next week as well. So we are 21 minutes in. I'm going to try to make this exactly an hour because I have things I got to go do, but I did want to get on here and I don't want to hold people up too long. And I know I always say I want to do just an hour and then someone will come in later and we'll be talking it up. Kind of like how Dustin did on the last one. And we just kept on talking, kept on going. But anyway, real quick, for those of you who are here, who are interested, the three fragrances I want to talk about, two of them I got from a rack store today. And one of them I ordered and it came in yesterday, which is way earlier than I expected to come in from FragranceNet. And I was like, you know what? I could open it now or I could wait and open it in my live stream tomorrow. So I decided to do it today because I think it's a hidden gem. Some people hype it up. Some people don't know about it. But anyway, the three I'm going to talk about are this one here I got from TJ Maxx for $29.99. It is Mercedes-Benz Man, but it is the Intense version. So it is the Eau de Toilette Intense. Okay, Mercedes-Benz Man Intense. They had the regular Mercedes-Benz there, and you know, the one in the very light blue bottle. And I was like, I don't know about that. I've smelled it before. I like it. Easy to wear, but from what I saw on the first impressions, the Intense version is going to be a twist on that. Maybe a little darker twist on that. And the last two I'm going to get here are the ones I really can't wait for. For those of you who have been in the fragrance community for any amount of time this year, if you've been on TikTok, especially TikTok, you've seen this one. You've seen this one talked about, no doubt. Found College Island Dreams at Marshall's. Well, Chief, my man, that's exactly what I found at TJ Maxx. College Island Dreams. I found it at TJ Maxx for $34.99. And it's a brand new release too. And everyone's been talking about it all over TikTok, all over the fragrance community, everyone. So I'm like, when I saw it was sitting there, all I saw was College Lodge, and I was like, that box looks like it's College Dreams. I got someone to open up the case, and they took it out, and I was like, I need it immediately. So yeah, these two from TJ Maxx, Mercedes-Benz Man Intense. Yeah, it is crazy, dude. You just literally, as I'm reaching for the fragrance, you pop in and mention that. It's kind of wild. $34.99 here. Yeah, with tax is like 36. So yeah, the same. Yeah, Island Dreams. I don't know if it's gonna be for right now, time of year, unless it's gonna be warmer sometime later this week. But the last one, the one that I was waiting for to open up, is one that has been, I think, repackaged. I don't think it's been reformulated, but it's been repackaged. And same price of tax. Yeah, it is same price of tax. One that I literally saw Ash talk about in a video a few weeks ago. Went on FragranceNet. They were out of stock. I put in for the notification. And as soon as I found out this week it came back in stock, I immediately bought it. And it came in yesterday. But it is by Roberto Cavalli, and it is Romo Parfum. Again, this one has been repackaged. I think it used to be in a square bottle. Now it's in a very ornamental bottle, or ornate bottle. That's the word I'm looking for. Very excited about this one. I think it's supposed to be a very sweet, honey, deep sweetness kind of thing. Very excited about this one. I don't have any Roberto Cavalli stuff, I don't think. No, I do. I have Roberto Cavalli, that little blue bottle you see all the time at rack stores. But I use Perfumo more than Fragrantica, and on Perfumo, Island Dreams has a high average rating, but all the written reviews are very negative. That's weird then. Yeah. That's the thing, people don't use Fragrantica because of the trolls. They comment everything on there. Oh, this thing smells like this thing smells like this. Everyone says that everything smells like a SpongeBob fragrance, And that's why Ross doesn't use it, because he calls it Trollgrantica, and he prefers to use Perfumo. But yeah, that is weird then. I'm gonna go based off of what I've heard a lot of people, influencers that I actually trust, like Omar from School of Sense. He has not failed me yet on any recommendation he's given. I've loved every single thing he's done. I guess me and him have a lot of the same tastes, and he really hypes this one up a good bit. And so I decided to pull the trigger on it. But yeah, found it. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. But Armando, have you heard of Roberto Cavalli's Parfum? I think it's a hidden gem kind of fragrance in the chibi community. Picked this one up, by the way. I don't know if it's still in stock on Fragrance Net. Y'all can go look and see. But I picked this one up for, really, it was gonna be $31, or it's like 30.98, something like that. And I used some of my Purple Lux points and got like $10 or $15 off. And so with tax and shipping and everything added back onto it, it was like $31 for the whole purchase. So yeah, pretty good actually, under 40 bucks. Really, really, really good. But yeah, really excited about this one. Like, I think this will be one that I'm gonna be able to wear in the cooler seasons coming up. My girlfriend already opened it and smelled Island Dream. She says she loved it. Oh, she already opened it. Like, you got it now? Do you have, like, you just opened it? Because that would be amazing if we're opening it together at the same time. It'd be really cool. Nope, only heard of Womo from them. Yeah, I've heard a lot of Womo. Apparently, hold on, I remember trying to figure out if it was the same fragrance since they changed Womo a bit ago. Yeah, on Fragrantica, it will have, okay, when it says, you'll see the bottle, but under Womo Parfum, totally different note breakdown. That is the older version of it. If you look up just regular Womo, it has the black square bottle. That is the note breakdown for this now. And the bottle is just that thing. So yeah. Yeah, she opened it earlier when I got home today without me knowing. Well, I'm sorry, dude, that you didn't get to break it to her. But hey, if she loves it, you're good to go then. You ain't got any worries about that then. You know, same thing with my wife. If she likes a fragrance, I don't have to worry about it. I'll keep wearing it around her so she keeps enjoying it with me before she takes it from me and wears it herself. But yeah, in Mondo, I know Roberto Cavalli, majority of their releases apparently are very hard to get a hold of. I don't know if they're just in low stock or if a lot of them are discontinued or what, but that's why as soon as Ash recommended this one and I saw it back up and going, then I immediately pulled the trigger on it. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get into these real quick. Again, I got my handy day test strips with me. 27 minutes in now, so I'm gonna try to end it again at that right hour mark unless people come in. We keep talking about stuff. So, well, Chief, I guess you'll be, if you wait around just a little bit, you get to see when I open up Island Dreams and see my reaction to it and see if it matches your reaction and your first impression. But real quick, that's what I think will happen when I have to go look in a dresser for my fragrances all the time. Yeah, dude, I know. Like, my wife doesn't come in here and take some stuff, but I have a feeling that if I didn't have anything in there for her, she would come in here and start taking things out. But yeah, and some stuff I'll even pick out and put in her little shelving area she has so that she has, you know, otherwise, like I said, she'll come in here and just ransack it. But, let's go ahead. We're going to start off with the Mercedes-Benz Man Intense. Again, I like the original Mercedes-Benz Man. They have a lot. Mercedes is one of the few car companies. Let me talk. Yeah, okay. Now that cellophane's off, maybe you can hear me. But Mercedes is one of the few car companies that if you see any of their stuff online, majority of the time, like 90% of the time, you're just blind buying it. It's going to be really good. Ferrari, not so much. Lamborghini, Ford, all of them. Hummer, just throw it all away. But Bentley and Mercedes are going to be the ones that you are going to probably get them. Majority of the time, blind buying it, you're going to really enjoy it. I know the original Mercedes-Benz, man, you know, the one with the very light blue box. I've smelled a sample of it. I did like it. It's easy to wear. It's a freshy, aquatic, ozonic, fruity kind of thing. This one, I think, is supposed to be a deeper, more off-putting version of that. Not off-put, but, you know, like a twist on it. Allegedly a Fahrenheit without the gas note spin. On this one, that'd be pretty cool then, because I love Fahrenheit. I don't mind the gas note, though. I really do like the gas note. Seems like you couldn't see my comments. It's not so famous YouTuber just saying. Oh, hold on. It seems like you couldn't see my comments. Not so famous YouTuber. Oh, dude, what are you up to, man? What you got going on? Saying hi. Ex Nihilo, the hedonist is my sensei. Think I'm blocked. Well, dude, I didn't block you. I promise that I did not block you. I don't know what that was then, because I have not. I mean, I'm subscribed to your channel on this one here, so I don't know. That's it. Must be a weird thing there. Now you get 2 likes. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Hey, I don't know if you saw me go through and open up, but I'm about to open up Cod Lodge Island Dreams and Roberto Cavalli Parfum. So if you want to stick around for that, man, I'd love to be along with it. This is my burner. Yeah, everyone has a burner. You got to have a burner channel. But I don't know why, dude. That's crazy. Okay. Looking on Amazon, it's $46.59 for Island Dreams. You did see that? Okay, good deal, man. Yeah. Well, we're gonna open up this one, Mercedes-Benz Man Intense. But yeah, dude, I don't know why. That's crazy. Well, thank you for still watching on your burner channel, man. I hope you said you're working. What are you up to working on? Is it your usual job, or I don't know, the last two times you've been on here, I think you said you're on the highway, so you're driving while listening to me. So I know that there is another Mercedes-Benz one that is a brown box, and it's a brown style bottle with a yellow juice to it. Everyone says it's a great like amber tobacco winter fall fragrance. I really want to get that one. Every time I've seen it online, it's been sold out. So hopefully at some point I'll get my hands on that. Everyone says it's really, really good. But yeah, here's a bottle. Again, Mercedes-Benz Man Intense, or it says Eau de Toilette Intense. Let's see what we think about it. Hold up. I thought it was a built-in atomizer. Oh no. Okay, so it does pop off. I for sure thought it was a built-in atomizer. Automotive technician. Yes, sir. LA traffic sucks. That's right. You are in LA. You said that, I think, the first time you commented before. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, from what I hear when I see in videos and movies and everything like that. I have not been to LA. Maybe at some point I'll get a chance to get out there. But yeah, so you're an automotive tech. That's awesome, dude. Are you what time is it there? So it's 4. So it's like what like 2 something, maybe 1 something there. I forgot how many hours back, but like 2 something probably p.m. So yeah, you're in the middle of doing it. So are you? How much longer do you have to work? So hopefully you don't have much longer, man, because it'd be cool for you to enjoy Saturday. Currently working on a boat. That's awesome, dude. Well, hey, hopefully I provide enough entertaining commentary and information on everything that you enjoy listening to it while working on it. You got a great deal for the TJ Maxx price. It was a no-brainer. Got it the same day and did not have to pay 46 plus shipping. Exactly, yeah. Rack stores. Most of the time, the rack stores will have a better price than online, especially when you take into account online, you have to pay for shipping, not just tax. When in rack stores, it's just tax. Even though some brands, they hype up and put a way higher price tag than they should. Like most Versace stuff, they put way higher price tags on them, even though they're very inexpensive online. So I think it's just because of the brand names sometimes. It's 231. I said, okay, so I was right on that one. So 231, gotcha, dude. Matthew Mack, hey mate, greetings from Scotland. Awesome, dude. I have some Scottish origins in my family on my mother's side, actually. No, on my father's side. Sorry. 10:30 p.m. here. Well, hopefully I'm providing again good commentary for you, and it's how late it is there. Here you go, guys. Again, we're gonna look at Mercedes-Benz Man Intense. I will actually have for granted here on the side. I will pull it up in a little bit. I'll have it ready. Chief said, if you put in your legwork at rack stores, you can find some good fragrances. You can. I have a good bit of the Boss the Scent line up here, over here. I have Boss the Scent Magnetic, Elixir, and the new Parfum version up here. Each of them I paid like a little under $40 for these half sizes up here, which is really, really good. Mondo, apparently this also has a lot of Ketalox, which is a big note of Not a Perfume from Juliet Has a Gun. I do like Not a Perfume by Juliet Has a Gun. I actually almost got my wife that for either a birthday or Christmas like a year or so ago. I smelled it. She loved it. I loved it. It is a really good fragrance. So that's actually pretty interesting. And Mondo is the guy, if you want to know about the aroma chemicals and stuff, or you want to know what is in this and what is being, discontinued or over time used and whatnot, he's the guy on that. He's very well educated on that. I try to be, but I don't get to keep up with it as much as I want to, but maybe one day. And there's some like black flecks on this, I think, from the top. But let's spray this and see what you think about it real quick. Pretty good atomizer, actually. It's not pressurized, but it's very fine mist, like if I can explain that right. Yeah. Again, it's been forever since I smelled the original Mercedes-Benz Man, and by the way, guys, do not go out and about and pay full price for this at a retail store. I know someone who has on the original one. It's not worth it. Just find it at rack stores or online for way cheaper. Thing of purchasing, Marwa by Arabia Prestige. I have not tried it. I've seen it everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. Based on the hype, I would say go ahead and pull the trigger. Apparently, it's very easy to wear, very compliment getting, and it's a good quality. Arabia Prestige is really coming up and about right now. Like, they're really going up there. And so is Ardal Zafran. It's another one that people are really starting to get on the bandwagon about, but for good reason. Okay. Also, I have some water down here because my mouth is dry. Like I said, I just recorded a week rotation video, and after I do these live streams, my voice is already gone. So I gotta keep hydrated. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard to smell anything. Okay, let's smell it and see what we think about it. Okay, it is very clean. Actually, at the front, it has a little bit of an Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce kind of thing. Mont Blanc Legend Eau de Parfum. Not the original, the Eau de Parfum, because of that very mossiness in there. Mondo responded back to you, Chief. He said, I get my best deals from the Fragrance Swap subreddit. And Mondo's been telling me about it. I've been meaning to go try out the subreddit. I guess I just haven't been afraid to commit to it, but I'm going to try it out. I do want to. A bit less selection since it's just regular people, but often I'm finding prices 20% below even discounters, which is really good. That is really, really good. And sometimes people give you a really, really good price just because they just absolutely do not like the fragrance, and they'll, almost give it away. I know there's some Facebook pages and Facebook swap groups that are like that as well. Yeah, this is really good. This is, it has a strong Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce kind of thing to it. At first, I thought it smelled a little bit of a oak mossy, patchouli kind of thing, but it may just be me. Very clean, airy, a little woodsy. Let's see, Mercedes, Benz Man, Intense. Here we go, musky, ambery, wood, floral, earthy, patchouli, mossy, aromatic green. Oh, there we go. That explains it. Also perfumed by Olivier Cresp, who does a lot of Mercedes stuff, actually. In fact, the past two, the Mercedes-Benz Ultimate, the one I opened up in my rack store haul that I uploaded yesterday, he did that one. He did the original one. I think he does a lot of them, actually, if not majority. Mondo Chief said, thanks, bro. I'll check that out. Matthew said, I have Mercedes-Benz Club Black. So do I, because it is amazing. It is one of the best vanilla fragrances you can get for cheap. Great scent, but I feel it performs really poor. I think I thought the same thing too, but I actually sprayed it, I think last week or so, and it lasted pretty well actually. I think it just varies. Sometimes our nose get too used to it. I mean, it also is a very Ambroxan heavy fragrance, and Ambroxan is very easy to get nose blind to, so it could be that as well. Troy, hate to cut out early. Hope everyone has a good weekend. You too, Troy, man. Well, hey, tune in later and watch my review or cover over the next two on after the upload from the live. So, and check that out later. But good to see you, man. Thank you for tuning in. BCJZ, how's Blue Absolute from Riffs? I don't know because I haven't smelled that one, but I'd assume it smells like maybe a blue Chanel kind of thing from just the name, but. Yeah, this is very much Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce kind of style. Let me see what people are saying about it. And then it may just be me. Nope. Hey, without even looking at it. Nailed it. And the top one here, people say is most similar to is Mont Blanc Legend Eau de Parfum. I was right. What do you know? Guess my nose still works. Sure, thanks. Yeah, man, no problem. My nose does work. What do you know? But it smells good. I mean, I don't have anything else that smells like Abercrombie Fitch Fierce Mont Blanc Legend Eau de Parfum, except for Mont Blanc Legend Eau de Parfum. I mean, not bad. Musky Amber. It has a little bit more of an earthiness to it than just regular Legend and Fierce kind of things like that. So if you want a more earthy, patchouli forward version of Fierce, this would be going to go with. I will spray this on this coming week. I'll wear it. And look, I didn't realize about the names on the side there. Mercedes-Benz, man, Intense. And they have Intense in parentheses. But yeah, I do like it. I mean, it's hard to argue with Fierce. It really, really is. I mean, it smells good. It smells really good. Hey, you can't say it doesn't smell bad. I mean, you can't say it does smell good because it does smell good. All right, the next one, which I don't know if Chief is still here, but Chief, if you're still here, my man, Cod Lodge Island Dreams has been going viral on TikTok and the fragrance community in general for the past, month or so. So I know it's a very recent release, and I'm surprised that TJ Maxx got this so soon. Usually they're a little behind, and for all of us here, all of us cheapie collectors, for those of you here who appreciate and love the art of discovery in rack stores, and someone's cutting down 5,000 trees outside here. They're running a chainsaw like it's, like they have unlimited gas. I don't know what, I hear them way out in the woods. Anyway, chasing rabbits. But I'm assuming and guessing as it gets close to Christmas time, the closer it gets, when TJ Maxx and Ross and all them people have their big holiday shipments and imports that come in, we're going to see a skyrocket in Middle Eastern fragrances at rack stores. I'm predicting it right now. You can call me out on it. You can write in your calendar that I said it on this day. We're going to see a lot of Cod Lodge, Lattafa, Afnan, Rayhan, Paris Corner, all of them. We're going to see a huge import of Middle Eastern fragrances in rack stores, especially Burlington. Burlington's been getting like that anyway. I'm surprised they're just not falling out the door at this point. But I'm telling you, Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, all of them, you're going to see it. When it hits those holiday seasons, aside from the big designer stuff, I have a feeling that the Middle Eastern stuff is going to just swarm over the designer stuff at these places. By the way, I did see Rayhan Elixir at TJ Maxx as well, but I already have Club Nuit Lionheart Man by Armaf, and I don't need anything else that smells like Le Mans Elixir. I'm good on that end. Let me see. Great scent profile. Yeah. I'm really excited for this. I know this is going to be a clone of Louis Vuitton Symphony. Very citric, I think fruity forward fragrance, very fresh. Which I don't know if it's going to be for this time of year because it is a little cool right here, but maybe it's out there where LA is right now. It'd probably fit better, but still. Mondo said, guess people were wrong about the Fahrenheit comparison. LOL. With most cheapies, I just expect something musky because musks are cheap, mass appealing, and perform well. They do. Yeah, they do. She said, I was surprised when I found it. Burlington, TJ Maxx, Ross, and Marshalls, they're going to be the places, dude. I'm telling you, be waiting for it. Again, for you people who enjoy the rack store discovery, like myself, we're going to see it. It's going to be a huge surge in Middle Eastern stuff as it hits closer to Christmas time. Because that's when everyone goes nuts over it. And you're probably going to be seeing people on YouTube talk about it everywhere. People who used to not be in fragrances are going to be talking about it and uploading their own stuff about it. Love the bottle. I have Island. My mind just went blank. What is it again? Just Island. I forgot the original Island, which is the Le Male Le Parfum. Not Le Male Le Parfum. Le Beau Le Parfum. Love it. Absolutely love it. People say it's like all year round. I think it's a little more for just the warmer side, maybe cooler side of fall, whatnot, or cooler side of spring, summer. But I still love that. Nonetheless, compliment getting, dude. Love the bottle, but I think I actually love this bottle more. It's not as glossy as the other one. Actually, it goes from gloss to matte, and you can feel the frosted glass start and end. And I just love the color of it too. I really do like it. Mondo, more people are starting to recognize Lattafa and Afnan and other Middle Eastern brands. Recognizability is king when it comes to low price market luxury goods. It is. And I hope that it doesn't make, because supply and demand, I'm not an economist. I've never studied economy. But just a weird prediction and feeling that I have. I wonder if, hopefully, the more that people consume and get these in, like you said, more people will recognizability, hopefully the prices don't go up. Because usually whenever people are getting them in online, like they'll have a new release and it'll be at a low price online and no one's talking about it. All of a sudden people start talking about this. Hey, no one's talking about this one. It's really good. And then everybody talks about it. The price skyrockets until the hype goes back down and the price goes back down. The same thing happened for Lattafa Vintage Radio, for, again, Lionheart Man, for Afnan 9 p.m. Rebel, all of them. And the hype went up, the price went up. So hopefully the same thing doesn't happen to a lot of these the same way. Again, just an idea about something. Just something to think about. But anyway, here we go. Island Dreams. Again, I know it's supposed to smell like Louis Vuitton Symphony. Haven't smelled that one. I can't smell it from that. I can't smell it, so it's good. But really, really curious to see what this is like. I don't have many Louis Vuitton style clones back here. Except for Jean Lo Immortel, or actually it was when it was still called Immortal by Maison Alhambra. That stuff's an amazing L'Immensité clone. Love it. What's going on, Oda Cheat? What up? Indiana, man. I just got joined live. What did I miss? Saturday Hawas Black. I still got to get Hawas Black. I'm going to pinch myself for not getting it. Not much, man. We talked about some Middle Eastern clones here. Magnificent 7 by Fragrance World, a clone of YSL's M7, which smells amazing. The original Kair by Paris Corner, which is now one of my favorite scent profiles. Love this stuff. And we talked about Milano Privé by Pandora Sense, clone of discontinued 1 million Privé. Absolutely love this one. We opened up Mercedes-Benz Man Intense, which smells almost exactly like Mont Blanc Legend Eau Parfum, but with a little more patchouli earthiness to it as far as what I can smell on the test strip. Now we're opening up Cod Lodge Island Dreams for the first time. Found this at TJ Maxx for, let's say, $34.99. Something off the price tags down there, but yeah, $34.99. Atomizers lined up too, guys. That's actually very nice touches. Let's see what we think about it. I know the atomizer is going to be great because the last one's great as well. Yeah, I love that atomizer, dude. That's so good. Again, I know this is very hyped. I know it's supposed to be very citric, almost a little sweet. I think maybe some fruitiness in there as well. But yeah, just sprayed mine in the air. Ginger, grapefruit, definitely ambroxan. Yeah. Someone else said it's very ambroxan heavy. Thanks for the recap, fam. Yeah, dude. Anytime. Whoa! I smell in the air. It does smell pretty dang good. Okay. Don't want to ruin it. There's almost a sweet floral musk aspect that I'm smelling in the air that is very much, I've smelled it. I don't know if it's going to be a certain aroma chemical. I've smelled it in a lot of women's releases, especially in the designer realm, which almost makes it lean a little feminine for that, just that one part. I know things are supposed to be unisex overall, from what I remember. Ooh, man, yeah, it smells really, really nice. Okay. Let's smell it on the test strip and see what we think about it. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I do like it, but it's not what I expected. It definitely still has that almost, if you know what I mean, waxy muskiness to it that is in a lot of feminine fragrances. I think it's the florals that are in there. Maybe some of the fruity elements as well. Ooh, very tart, citric. You said grapefruit. I imagine this with what it is, the fruity citric note. Very, very, very tart. Ooh, it's lightening up a lot more now. Okay, that weird musky smell is starting to go away, and it could be just the way the oil's setting this after a while, but, I mean, then again, it is a pretty recent release. I kind of want to see the batch code and see when this one here was created. Okay, it's starting to come up now. That like a bright, almost fizziness in here. Very uplifting, very clean musks. Yeah, like a seltzer kind of thing, like a not sizzle, but like a sparkle to it. I still get a little bit of a waxy floral nature in the background, mixed with like a musk. I don't know what it is, but man, I do like it. A little bit of fruitiness, yeah, a little sweet. This is definitely unisex, right down the middle, unisex. I don't have Island Dunes, but I think that one's unisex too because it's meant to be like Altair. Regular Island, probably more masculine, but girls could definitely pull it off, and they probably want to because it's probably going to be very appealing to them. Have like a carbonated fizzy smell. Yeah, that's exactly what I said too. Yeah, carbonated. That's the word I'm looking for. Carbonated. Especially, okay, when you first sniff it, you get a little of that, almost like I said, almost waxy thing. Almost, I can't say chalky, but waxy. But then as you keep smelling it, toward that middle part is when it really comes out. I saw Island Dreams of the Day at Burlington, went back the following day, and it was gone. I have Autumnal Rare Reef, Pacific Chill, and Zamaya Infused. I can get both of those. Rare Reef and Infused. Gotta still get both of those. I don't have a Pacific Chill clone. I used to have an Imagination clone. It was the Cod Lodge Blue Spice. Didn't like it. It had a weird musk to it that did not agree with my skin or my nose. And there's gotta be some other ones out there. Like a light citrus club soda. I get that. Is it in the vibrato tiger DNA? On paper, Symphony seems to be in that family. Yeah, you know what? It is. Now you said something. It is, but it's not as spicy ginger like a lot of Tiger clones, like even like Limensite or Michael Malone, Gentsense, Terra Nova, and even Off9 Tarathi Blue. Those are way more ginger, has a spiciness to it, like a little pop, like a I don't know how to describe it, it's like a claw almost, but it has more of a spicy ginger. This isn't a spicy ginger. It's more on the grapefruit, citric, a little fruity. Um, as far as the Ambroxan amount, I think both of those have probably a little bit more of a forward ambery Ambroxan. This is more of a fresh Ambroxan. I passed on that blue spice. Yeah, dude, I had it for a little bit and it just didn't agree with me. It did not. Um, Eddie, what do I do? For me, Frag of the Week is Hackett Essential London. Sounds pretty interesting. Ideal for the older gentleman. I love those kind of styles, dude. I love the mature kind of scents. I do get ginger, yeah, but not so spicy. It is not a spicy ginger. I have gingers back here that are like almost photorealistic. Even like the inexpensive one I have back here, Coram Silver by Antonio Puig, or Antonio Puig, however you pronounce it. But Coram Silver is way more of a spicy. And for the $15 it is, realistic ginger. It's really, really nice. But yeah, this isn't a spicy one. This isn't spicy. More citric. Um, have you smelled that Drakkar Blue? I haven't, and I really, really want to get it. I actually have a Guy Laroche back here that I have Drakkar, a small bottle of Drakkar Essence, which is I think a discontinued fragrance by now. I thought it was gonna be like a redo of that, but apparently Drakkar Blue is very different from that. And I have a discontinued Guy Laroche back here that is I forgot the name of it, but it's a very weird floral scent from like the 90s, I think, and I haven't seen it anywhere else. It was in stock for one moment on FragranceNet, and I got it. Don't even know how to wear it, but it smells super interesting. But yeah, I have not smelled Drakkar Blue. I really do want to get it though. We're at 51 minutes, and I told y'all I was going to try to be an hour, but I was probably going to go over, and it's exactly what's happening. Mondo, is that fruity citrus like what Coach kind of fruity tart citrus? A little bit, yeah. But it doesn't have that blue aspect that Coach has. Coach has a little more of a fruity kind of blue, you know what I'm talking about, aspect to it that is but it's not in here like that. This has a very unisex, almost slightly feminine floral citric sweetness to it. With a little bit of Ambroxan. It's not as masculine leaning as I thought it would be. It isn't. Let's look at the note breakdown real quick and see what we think. Citric, fresh, spicy, musky, amber, powdery, aromatic. No floral, even though I definitely get a floral aspect, and maybe it's that powdery aspect that they're saying is in this. Oriental fragrance, ginger, bergamot, grapefruit, ambroxan, and musk. See, and they list the notes, but there are other accords and things, perfumery and things put in there to give certain things a kind of smell and aspect. And some things are floral without even listing a floral. And I definitely smell a floral aspect in this. And maybe that's adding into what the musks are. This is like a waxy muskiness. Ah, dude, yeah. I do like it, but it's not what I thought it was. I'm not disappointed. The quality is exceptional. It is a really, really good quality citrus in here. That grapefruit is really, really good. Probably the more realistic style of grapefruits that I've smelled from this price range. Something keeps bringing me back to the smell, the atomizer. Chief, go ahead and spray that thing on your skin, man, and get to wearing it, because it sounds like you're getting it, dude. I was afraid it leaned more feminine, too. The women love Symphony on them. There has to be some floral fresh in it. Yeah, there's a floral aspect in this that no one else, not no one else, but this isn't listing. I think on skin, the Ambroxan will probably come out more because it is listed as a base note. And you can go nose blind to Ambroxan very easily, especially if it's very strong. Symphony, Page Corner apparently has something that smells like this, which is different. Samaya has something that smells like this. People say it smells similar to Now White Rave, which I can get. But I haven't smelled that one, but I can get. That's a feminine release. I can get why people might be saying that because it does, have a feminine thing to it. But yeah, more feminine than I think. Actually, probably dead on unisex with a very slightly feminine. I think my wife and myself could both wear this just as easy. Between this and the regular island, I'm gonna go to the regular island. But if I do want something that is a clean citrus, especially the quality that's in it, yeah, I'm gonna go for this one. It is nice. That's probably why when women loves it, she smells the floral fragrances on me. Yeah, I've got to the point now in my fragrance journey where I actually really do enjoy floral scents, even if it's feminine leaning. I do enjoy florals. I find them actually pretty sexy. I love floral scents, especially if it's a sweet floral. Get me on that sweet floral. A sweet rose, I'll die for it, man. It's good. Mondo, I go so blind to the big amber molecules. I had Dylan Blue some months ago, and I had to do weird stuff like eat food and smell it to fully smell it. There has to be something, maybe something that rejuvenates your olfactory, senses, those receptors. Something because your olfactory receptors not just play on your smell but your taste as well. It acts as both. So to taste something is the same as smelling it, and vice versa. That's why I like you can some fragrances you can taste. You're like, oh man, it's so strong, I almost taste it. And some things, same thing with food. That I have found that there are certain foods that I can eat and certain styles of foods that I can eat that I love to wear a certain style of fragrance while eating it. For instance, Versace the Dreamer, which I love, is one of my favorite, hands down cheapies. It speaks to my soul somehow. But Versace the Dreamer, the way that it comes across, I love eating Italian food with it. And I know it's an Italian brand. I know it's Italian, sources and things like that. But one night we were having Italian food here at my house, and I sprayed it on, and it was such a memorable, core memory kind of thing that happened. Like I had a full experience with it where I realized I love this. I love the combination of this. So yeah, I don't know. It does something weird to me, but I can totally get that, Mondo. If my wife loves it on me, nothing else matters. You said it, my man. You said it. If she likes it on you, that's all that matters. You wear it. You wear the mess out of it. I like that Latapa Amethyst. Smell coffee beans or reset your nose. To me personally, and I've heard it said a lot too, I think that's kind of a mass-produced myth. I mean, coffee is just another fragrance note. The best, you may have something strong that overpowers the other things, but it will still be another scent added to it. The best way to reset your nose, and I've tested it, I've tried it, I've heard people talk about it, and I've tested it myself, is to walk out and get fresh air or smell a part of your skin or your clothes, or especially underneath your shirt, that doesn't have a fragrance on it. A piece of bare skin it does help reset your nose somehow. You get used to your own skin chemistry again, or even like I said, going out and about, smelling fresh air. I've had a lot of times where I will spray something on. Think you're sharing your experience. Yeah, dude, no problem. And like I said, it's just the way it works on that. I've heard rumors and this and that, and I've tried it out myself, and this is what I found works. That I have literally sprayed a fragrance on to go outside to work or wherever, and I'll be in my house, I'll spray it, and I'll be like, man, I don't smell it. And it could be like 20 minutes before I go out the door. I'm like, either I can't smell it, or something smells off, or man, I don't know what it is. It just isn't what I expected. And the moment I walk outside my door, fresh air hits me. It resets the fragrance, and it smells completely different out in fresh air than it did when I was in my room or my house with it stuffed up in there. And fresh air does a whole lot. I've heard the smell of your cotton shirt helps reset. Yeah, like I said, a smell of your shirt or skin that doesn't have a fragrance on it, it does help. It really does. Yeah, and yes, I totally agree with you. Yeah, it does help. It's weird. No one mentions that in the fragrance community, but it does really help. And I'm trying to do some education myself, reading some olfactory books and perfumery books explaining how your senses work, and it's really cool stuff though. Hey brother, Crazy Trucker is here. How are you, man? Hey, doing good. How are you doing, my man? What are you up to? You said Crazy Trucker. Are you out about trucking it right now? Are you gonna be having a late night? What do you got going on? Hopefully, I again provide enough entertaining value and commentary to help you out while you're on the road, and keep your focus on what you're doing. I do like this. I'm getting a little more of that grapefruit citric, a little bit fuzziness. I think it's that fizzy aspect in here. But there is without a doubt a powdery floral waxiness that is in this that I cannot get away from. It is nice. Not what I expected, but it is very nice. And again, this is on test strip. Okay? And we're in this room. Once I actually spray this on skin, it will be very different. So I don't know if I'll be able to try this out this week. I'll try to do some testing at home, but I will try to do some testing with it as much as I can. Chief said, happens to me once. I walk outside and turn on the AC or heat in the car, then the fragrances all of a sudden repair. Yeah, it's weird. Like they refresh, they reset. And it has to do with clearing out your nose and your sinuses. You know, just like at TJ Maxx, wherever I'll spray a fragrance in the air and whiff it and waft it to me and smell it. And I'll walk outside the door and I will re-smell everything I sprayed in there and it just like hits me. So yeah, it's just clearing out your sinuses and your nose and things like that. And also, you know, time of year where it'll be spring, summer, fall, whenever it's dry, your sinuses get stopped up, it will really alter your sense of smell. There's things I've smelled in the beginning of spring that I smelled at the end of spring that smell totally different. So yeah, it does, it has a lot of factors at play, which is why you can ask someone, hey, what's your favorite fragrance? Well, it'll be totally different this day than it will be on another, just because of your mood and how things smell at that time. Remy Heeman, what's a good all year round cheapie? I mean, honestly, one of the ones I just picked up that I opened up now is Mercedes Benz Intense because it smells like Abercrombie Fitch Fierce or Legend. Mont Blanc Legend Eau Parfum. That's another one. Mont Blanc Legend Eau Parfum is good for year round. Really anything. It's great. It's a little richer, deeper than the original Eau de Toilette. It's fantastic. Or really, if you want one that no one's going to tell you about and talk about, it is this one here. It is Bentley Momentum Intense. This is one that you can literally wear all year round, any occasion, office, casual, date, whatever, and it smells really good. My friend Tommy, he smelled this, absolutely fell in love with it, bought it, has almost used it the whole bottle, and he says he gets compliments about it all the time. At his workplace, he's now been nicknamed Bentley because every time they ask him, man, you smell so good, what are you wearing? He tells them Bentley Momentum Intense. This stuff does smell amazing, though. I need to wear this a lot more. It's a great performer. It smells like a better version of CH Men, the one that was, you know, at one point they said it discontinued, but it wasn't. Better performing than that, a little richer than that, but almost the exact same. This is a really good one. So yeah, Bentley Momentum Intense. It is a little difficult to get a hold of depending on where you're shopping at, but it still is a cheapie, especially compared to the price. And I think Natalie Lorson did this one as well, and she's an amazing perfumer. Love, 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 love her stuff. Oh, Maxim said, at home today working on my truck. You're working on your truck, and not so famous YouTuber working on his boats. So, or working on a boat, not his boats. Jumping to the shower, be going to a Halloween party. Awesome, dude, a Halloween party this early because this is a whole how many days away from Halloween. But hey, I guess you're wearing old school the blue. I guess you're wearing old school the blue. I'm not wearing old school the blue. I'm actually wearing a I am wearing old school. I'm wearing Mont Blanc Individual, which I haven't worn in a while, and I love it. But what are you wearing, my man? What are you planning on wearing afterwards, or after you get out of the shower and you freshen up? What are you gonna spray on for the Halloween party? Have I smelled Genius Gentleman? I have not. I don't even know what company that's from. I have not smelled it. Or is it a a clone from TJ Maxx? Because I think I've smelled one like that before. I think I have smelled one like that before. But anyway, the rest of you guys who are still here, who are ready for me to open up this last one. Oh, yes, I have smelled Genius Gentleman. It's the clone of Givenchy's Reserve Privé. I think it's the one, isn't it? The one that has like the black and then amber color bottom. It smells really, really close. It does smell really, really good. I actually have Reserve Privé, the actual one. Exactly, yes, I do have it. And I gotta say, it smells very close. I didn't buy it because I already have the original, but I have smelled it in store. It is really, really, really good. And Charlie isn't here, otherwise he'd vouch for me on this. But I have Camara's, or Camera, however you pronounce it. Contra, not only intense, smells like Givenchy's Gentleman Eau de Parfum, like exactly the same kind of iris. It's really good. But yeah, I grabbed it from Marshalls. It is really good. Let me know how the performance is because I haven't actually gotten to wear it. But from what I smelled on the first little impressions and whatnot, it smells very close to Reserve Privé. And I think it's from one of the same companies you usually see out there. But yeah. And for you guys who are still there, who are still walking in, who may be waiting for me to open up this last one here, it is Roberto Cavalli's Uomo Parfum. This is one that's been rebottled. Murata, that's who it is. Yeah, Murata. Yeah. Solid company, by the way. Versace Hawas Ice is good for a signature all year round fragrance. I don't have Hawas Ice. I don't have any of the Hawas flankers, which is why whenever who was it that came in who said Hawas Black, I was like, no way. Who was it? Oh, MDM. It was MDM. He said Hawas Black because I have been. If there's two Hawases I'm going to get first off, it would be Hawas Ice and Hawas Black, and maybe Hawas Fire. I'm not for sure on that, but yes, from what I've heard, Hawas Ice is really good on that. Sorry, but I misspelled. Good old the blue. Oh, good old the blue. I got you. I got my blue Chanel or a different style blue. Either way, blue fragrance is a great way to go on that. By the way, all Halloween parties is going today. Oh, okay, I got you. Me, got you. Oh yeah, it was you, man. Yeah, the Hawas Elixir is really nice too. Yep, you know what? Like I said, I already have a Lamal Elixir clone. It's the Armoff Lionheart Man, and I just really don't know about getting another one. I had a chance to get Rayhan Elixir today, and I just passed on it, but I've heard it's really, really good. Um, Chanel, yeah, Blue Chanel, the good old Blue Chanel. Hey, dude, then you're gonna smell great all the way through and through. I love Blue Chanel. Love the love the scent profile. I really do want to get Blue Chanel Parfum. I had the Eau de Parfum. We used a good bit of it. I gave the rest to my brother-in-law because he was getting the fragrances. But yeah, I really want to get the Parfum. Not planning on getting the L'Exclusif, but I do want to get the Parfum version because I've tested that so many times and loved it. I just got to pull the trigger on it. But yeah, a Blue Chanel, the way to go. DPM, what fragrance for Christmas? I want to get an everyday fragrance. Do you want a fragrance that you could wear on Christmas or a fragrance that you could get for Christmas that you can wear every day? Because like I said, any of those I just talked about would work. And really, if you want another good everyday one, there is Armoff. I talked about a good bit, but Armoff Infinity Black, or also called Infinity Silver, is a great daily one. It's amazing quality, smells fantastic. It smells like a Lone Old Team with a little bit more of a tobacco twist on it, but it smells so, so good. I'm getting a little behind on the stuff here, but yeah, that one is really, really good. Second option would be, like I said, I got this one here, but Bentley Momentum Intense, if you can find it, because dude, this isn't talked about a whole lot, but it is super, super good. Ambery, woody, a little spicy. Oh, it smells amazing. A little resinous in there. Rain Hunter, does the smell of deodorant matter when you're wearing cologne? I think it does. Which I mean, it depends on how strong your deodorant is. I like to get deodorants, especially in the summertime, that smell pretty base level enough where I can spray anything on top of it in case anyone else around me gets a whiff of it, that it will still match well with it. But overall, you kind of want something that's either unscented or very subtle, or and the main thing is to use like an antiperspirant. If you can get just an antiperspirant that's unscented, that's the better way to go. But if you want something that matches, just look at the season you're wearing. Can you get a deodorant that has a little spice, a little sweetness? Then wear that when you're doing fall stuff, because the majority of the time what you're going to be wearing. If you're in the spring or summer and it's hot, get something that is a little fresher, a little blue, a little that, almost blue shower gel kind of vibe. Almost anything from summertime will match well with that. But I do think it does matter. I passed on the Rayhan Elixir, but I got the Rayhan Crimson. I got Rayhan Crimson as well. Back here, just have not worn it yet, but I do really like it. It's very different from what I was expecting, but I do really like it. Rayhan Hunter, I found it in general. No, you say, oh, no. Rarely do both those smells hit other people at the same time. I wear various Old Spice and Native. Yeah. Overall, no, it doesn't matter, but it depends on how strong it is and what you're doing. I like to match stuff either way. I do the same thing with my body washes, and things like that. So, but I mean, rarely, unless you're going. Okay, I say unless you're going on shirtless everywhere, unless you're just wearing deodorant and nothing else, then no one's gonna smell you once you have your shirts and everything on top of that, unless it's a very strong one. But second option. Okay, she said, I hope Marshalls has more Collage Island Dream. My wife came and smelled in the air. Took it, set up on her dresser when I need to use it. Well, dude, the one I was at had a second bottle. Hopefully the next one you go to will also have another bottle. Maximus still trying to find a good clone for Afghano. Black Afghano, yeah. There's some clones that I've wanted to get for a while. I really just want to sample the actual one first to make sure I like the scent profile, and then I'll find a good clone of it. But yeah, I love the interesting stuff. They say the new Hawas Viper will be pretty close to it, but it's super new, cannot find it anywhere. Yeah, it's a little difficult to find. Autumn at 9 p.m. and Club Nuit are nice everyday scents. That's true. Maybe not 9 p.m. because it is a little sweet over a lot, but Club Nuit, Intense Man, yeah, Aventus, anything like that is a great everyday scent. Use unscented soap, deodorant, and lotion, yeah. Unless the fragrance you're wearing has those paired with it. A random said, well, I almost wear old school Fougere or fresh cologne, so I usually just use a fresh deodorant. Okay. Well, if you like to wear old school Fougeres, then things like Old Spice, things like Mitchell, you know, it depends on the kind of things that you are into. If you like gel or solid, things like that would match pretty well, you know. It just be wary of what you're wearing. You know, the majority of things you're wearing for that season, what does it smell like? And can you get something that matches with that? Or, again, the safe option is just do unscented if you're worried about it. Because unscented would be, you know, you don't have to worry about doing all the other stuff on it. I like that unscented EOS shea butter. I do think that for personal scent experience, deo and fragrance can clash. Yeah, it can. I've had it to clash a good bit, which is why I was very particular on what scents I would get and when and how much I would apply and things like that. But for other people, it just doesn't happen. I got you. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Clones have leveled the playing field. They have. Okay, how many guys are ready to get into Roberto Cavalli's Uomo Parfum? And in case you hear something happening, my baby's in the room. My wife is trying to get him ready for stuff, and he's just not having it. You know, he's just wanting to do his own thing. All right, I am very excited to see what this is like. Again, I have an idea around what this maybe what it smells like, but only so much you can do. And also, look, the leopard print box. I mean, it says for man, but a leopard print box. Did not expect that. Here we go. I can already tell this box is going to be very ornate. Probably the most ornate out of everything we have. I never cared about the clash until my speed stick clashed with my cologne one time. Yeah, and it also depends on maybe the brand of deodorant as well. But like Mondo said, for the most part, no, you don't have to worry about it unless you do notice it clashing. But yeah, I would just make sure that if you wear something, either be unscented or very light or for the most part matching with majority of the fragrances you're going to wear for that certain season. All right, here we go. For some reason, there's a weird thumbprint on this. Roberto Cavalli's Uomo Parfum. What do y'all think of that bottle? Do you like it? Do you think it's gaudy? I think it's kind of cool. I don't mind it at all. Pretty interesting. And it actually has a, it has a, you hear that? The squeak? All right, let's see what we think about it. I know Roberto Cavalli, most of their stuff online, like most of the majority of the releases, a little hard to come by. Yeah, I'm looking at Roberto Cavalli Uomo, the original, because this is just a rebottling of the original Parfum, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Chief said, nice looking bottle. I don't think it's too bad, yeah. Has almost that same, it has the same color bottle as Burberry Hero Parfum, and maybe a little bit in the new Parfum Intense. So, yeah, not bad at all. Okay, I think it's supposed to be more cold weather oriented, so this is one that I'll more likely wear in the coming week, especially depending on how it smells now. Not a phenomenal atomizer. I really was hoping it's pressurized, but don't we all hope that everyone oven pressurized? Here's a, actually, hold up, here's a hot take. Not all pressurized atomizers are good. In fact, majority of the time, I actually don't like pressurized atomizers unless it really puts out. Some of them are way too fine, and you don't get a whole lot of dispersal in application. I'd rather have one that just always, you know, that throws it at me, basically, because I feel like I can get more of an application on. But it is nice to look at sometimes. You just have to really double or triple spray on some atomizers to get a full, you know, amount on it. Ooh, I smell this in the air, guys, and this is very different from anything we have here. Anything we have here. Okay, this is nice. Did not expect what this was supposed to be like. Okay. It's changing. Hold up. That took way too sharp of a turn between smelling like this and not smelling like this. Like, hey, I want to give you this percent profile. Never mind, I'm giving you this one instead. Okay. Let's smell from atomizers, see what we think about it. Hold up. It smelled a little green right there, and I know it's not supposed to be a green scent, so something else is in here, and maybe everything else I have here that's like just really welling up my nose. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Just the ooh yeah, sweet, sweet, ambery sweet, a little woodiness in here. There's I think a tad bit of spice. There's something very unique, almost oriental floral in here as well. Like not an everyday floral, not a Western style floral, but like an Oriental style floral. What is your take on Terre d'Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver? Well, I'm glad you asked because that is one of my absolute favorite vetiver fragrances and favorite in the Terre d'Hermes line in general. I've tried Terre d'Hermes the original. I've tried Terre d'Hermes Parfum. But Terre d'Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver, I haven't tried the new Parfum, the new Intense version yet. But or OG Ray or any of those. But Terre d'Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver is, like the name says, very, very vetiver forward. Almost has a little bit of a spicy, Christmassy aspect with the vetiver. Very earthy, little herbal, aromatic, almost slightly green, dirty vetiver. But it dries up being a little cleaner, but it's a very mature style of fragrance. Not one that's going to be for everybody. Definitely for the vetiver lovers out there, it is one that will be probably hailed as like one of the top ones that you could try. But yeah, I do really like it, but it's not for everybody. It is a very intense style of vetiver that is, like I said, low, earthy, aromatic style. But I do really like it. Like I said, my actually absolute favorite vetiver fragrances and favorite from that line. But and you can find it for pretty good prices online too now if you look in the right places. But yeah. Ooh, a little bit of a powdery, almost Tonka style sweetness in here. This is very different. Did not know what to expect with this one. Like I said, I'm wearing Encre Noir Sport right now, so definitely feel the same way about it. Yeah. And this thing, Encre Noir Sport, the mid and dry down of that is like dead on, almost the exact same with Terre d'Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver. Like very, very, very close. I think Terre d'Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver just has a little more of a spicy vetiver aspect than what Encre Noir Sport has. And Encre Noir Sport a lot fresher. But yeah, it's very, very, very close in that mid to dry down. Like it's crazy actually. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Okay. So apparently, Roberto Cavalli, Woman Parfum is a violet, honey, powdery, woody, warm, spicy, sweet, floral. I knew there was a floral aspect. Am I just like I think I'm just very sensitive to floral fragrances for some reason. But top notes are black violet, saffron. I knew there's a kind of spiciness that I recognize. It's a saffron. I always think it's a certain kind of thing. Ah, yes, I knew it. It's saffron. Man, I smell the same kind of style and almost design of saffron that's in like Edgewater by Michael Lowe Extra Scents. It almost has like a rubberiness mixed with that tonka and whatnot. Middle notes are honey and lavender, so it's a honey-based fragrance. Okay. Base notes are tonka. I got the tonka bean. Look at that. Cedar and patchouli. This sounds good. Oriental fragrance. So yeah, black violet, saffron, honey, lavender, tonka bean, cedar, and patchouli. I don't know about you, but that sounds delicious almost. Like it sounds really good. Ooh, it's drying down, being a lot more of that almost rubbery, powdery, sweet saw tonka mixed with that saffron. I don't get a lot of the honey. I wish I did because, and maybe on skin I'll get a lot more of the honey, but I have some fragrances from World of Zaharoff that are very honey forward, like realistic honey. Like you can almost have that tannin animalic tang of that honey gives you. You smell it in that. It's very interesting. Mm-hmm. Trying to see what people say this smells similar to. Okay, it smells similar to a lot of the other Roberto Cavalli stuff. Some people say it smells similar to Poker Face by Ted Lapidus, which I have back here. It's nowhere near the cardamom spiciness, and that has iris in it too. That does not smell the same. I think it smells similar to Anna Shaman Caprice by Tafra, which I have back here. No, it smells like Lana Alone Blue Electrique, a lot more cardamom heavy than this is. I don't know if people be smoking, but they need to get some help on that. Um, Say Cardiographer for Helm, Jagerfeld. I can't vouch for that. I don't know. Anyway, sorry guys, my mouth's getting really dry for some reason. I do like this. I do really like it. Yeah, and the Parfum Flanker that they have listed on Fragrantica is nowhere near what the notes are on the original, which is what this one smells like. Yeah, they got the notes mixed up on Fragrantica for these. Yeah, they got the notes mixed up on this. Okay. Well, there we go, guys. Chief said, do you have a fragrance that you don't think smells that great, but folks give you compliments every time you wear it? That's a really good question. I'm getting a lot more saffron out of this now. It's drying down, being a lot more saffron forward, but I don't mind it. This is really, really, really good. Well, yeah, I exaggerate a whole lot. This is really good, but wearing on skin is going to be the real test. So I'll let y'all know, not in this coming week rotation, but the next one how it is, because I am going to try to wear this at nighttime sometime coming week, because it is going to be a lot cooler where I am now. This one doesn't sound like it's for me. LOL. Lapidus kind of ruined honey for me. I don't really like the rubbiness of Tonka and saffron. Yeah. For some reason, Tonka and saffron together do give a rubbery feel to it. Yeah, and it is there. Lapidus kind of ruined honey for me. I got you. I don't smell a whole lot of honey in this. Not the realistic style of honey. Yannick, hi. Do you like Drakkar Noir? I love Drakkar Noir. I think it smells very nice. Still applicable today. Has that very shaving, like Barbasol shaving cream, shaving foam kind of smell to it. The lavender, oak moss, that fougere style. I do really love Drakkar Noir. But for Chief, he said, do I have a fragrance that I don't think smells nice, but people give me compliments about it? Thing is, if I don't think it smells nice on me, I'm not going to wear it. But there are some things that I was contentious about, like I was trying out, like I don't know if I like it or not. And people did give me a compliment about it. I wonder what that would be, though. I don't know. That's actually a really good question. I'm trying to figure out what in my collection does that for me. Um, I don't know, dude. Uh, that's a very difficult question. I'm trying to figure out which one it might be. Is the ball which is similar to Clive Christian #1? It does, yeah, it does have that Clive Christian kind of design to it, which is weird because it's not a Clive Christian clone. For me, it's Ultramall. I got you. Okay, I actually, it's been forever since I tried the actual Ultramall because I really just like not being up here. Um, oh, man, what would it be? What would it be? What would it be? Man, that's a hard question because again, I don't really, if I don't like it, I'm not usually gonna wear it. Um, mhm. Oh, I'll tell you what. You know what? It's a clone fragrance, and what I talked about before, but Maison Alhambra's Megara, like nuclear strong fragrance, which someone also commented on my recent video, on not my recent video, but recently on that video, and told me it didn't smell anything like Megamere or how you pronounce it, that it smelled like ombre leather and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with that guy, but his nose is gone. But that fragrance, I my wife doesn't like it. I have to be careful with how I wear it. But I've gotten so many compliments on that. People ask me where I bought it from. Oh, it smells so great, man. It's loud. It's long, all this and that. And I don't wear it that much because it is so strong and polarizing to the point where I almost don't want to wear it. And sometimes I don't like it, but yet everyone else loves it. So that's kind of an example. But it is a cologne fragrance, but still, it's that style. So yeah, he said, I don't know much about fragrance, but I heard in Saudi Arabia they make great things. They do, yeah. Any of the Middle Eastern brands and clones that we have, like this one, this is Middle Eastern, made in UAE. This one is amazing. Middle Eastern, smells so good. My friend told me that European like fresh and blue perfumes and Arabs like sweet perfumes. Do you agree? I most of the time agree. Yeah, Italians and the Italian style and French style perfumery are things that are more natural smelling, that are very fresh, that are very light, that are very easy to wear. But more of like Middle Eastern perfumery are things that are very loud, that are very resinous, balsamic, rich, sweet, heavy. And it's because of things that are sourced there, like a lot of their spices and the ouds and things like that. So they take pride in that, and they love to use that. So yeah, I do agree. That's how it is. Chief said for me, Amanda said, Chief for me, that scent is a random Middle Eastern body oil I got. Oh, to me it smells like burnt hookah and a kitchen of a gyro shop. But I've gotten a few positive comments on it. That's crazy. That's a wild way to describe a fragrance, but I love it. I really do like it. Oh, I know. Here's one. Um, I used to have a sample of um, Mancera's Hindu Kush, and it smells exactly what the name is. And I thought I didn't like it, thought it wasn't for me. I gave it to my friend Thomas, and he wore it, thought it was for him. He didn't know about it, but I'm pretty sure he said he got people asking him what he's wearing because he said it smelled good. I was like, dude, it's crazy, you know? Jonathan Kirk, I've been dosing myself in dark oud lately. I may require intervention. That's amazing, actually. That sounds pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. I like Azara Chrome Parfum. I have Azara Chrome Parfum back here. It is really good, very easy to wear, ambery, little green, deeper version of what I think Chrome Eau de Parfum is. Chief, when I wear Ultramall, I just do one spray in the back of my neck. Not on the back, my neck. I try to keep it away from my nose. I got you, dude. Just when you walk, people smell you instead of you smelling yourself. On the back of my neck to keep. Okay, I got you. Yannick said, interesting. Thanks for your explanation. I bought Off on 9 p.m. and the vanilla is very strong in it with bubblegum. Yeah, to me, it's also a very fruity, almost powder candy kind of style of sweetness, the way that comes across. But the vanilla is the strongest point. Has a little bit of a freshness in the middle of it, too. Which I think maybe in very light sprays, you probably could wear it in the summertime, definitely spring. But yeah, it's one I can't wait wearing because I have a bottle, love it. I actually have 9 p.m. Elixir as well. Haven't talked about that one yet. Found that one at a rack store as well for under $40 and really love that one. But it's one I haven't worn anywhere on me yet. I've just smelled it, let other people smell it, and yeah, can't wait to wear that one. It's gonna be. I have my own takes on that one as well when it comes time to it. Maxwell said, brother, what's your absolute favorite clone or dupe for this day? I tell you what, actually, it's right here, right now. This one by Paris Corner, Kair. The original Kair is a clone of Kisan Imperial Valley. It is an oud leather fragrance that is probably the most wearable version of oud leather that you can smell while being very prominent with those notes. A little fresh with a lot of aromatics, a little bit of a fruity, musky sweetness that's in the base that keeps it very balanced. But this stuff I love. For some reason, it's one of the things that I just really vibe with. Man, I love this. And it's masculine, mature, easy to wear, serious. I love this stuff so much. This is the one, and you can find it at rack stores now. At least I saw this one at Ross just for less. For I think this was like $24 or something. Amazing price for this. So it's probably my favorite. No one's talking about it. You're not gonna hear anything about it, but it's really good. And he said, "What's your favorite from Off9?" Ooh, that is hard. I'd actually say my favorite from Off9 would be as of now would have to be Supremacy Not Only Intense. I just love it. I love the black currant in it. I love the earthy oak moss that's in it. Very herbal, aromatic, and green. Love it. Amazing performer. I just, everything about it, I love. So yeah, Off Non Supremacy, not only intense. Love that one. Um, Chief, strongest projecting fragrance in your collection, Megara by Maison Alhambra. Second to that would probably be Moschino's Toy Boy. That's another one that's very, very strong projecting. But yeah, was it Moschino Toy Boy or was it something else? Because I had another fragrance that was the same way. Um, yeah, Moschino Toy Boy or Megara, those two. Um, have you tried to make a fragrance yourself? Is it something you want to do? I have wanted to do it. And I have tried making a fragrance myself. I have a kit downstairs that I'm slowly working through. It's more of a oil medium, so not anything that's in fine fragrances yet, which is what uses perfumers alcohol and stuff like that. But I have delved into it just a little bit to get used to how certain notes and certain profiles mix together and layer. But yeah, I have tried it and I will continue to try it because I eventually want to make something that I can sell and be proud of at some point. And I also want to find out what my personality is. I love smelling stuff. I love collecting stuff, but I want to find out what my personality is if I was to make something. So, Jonathan, dark oud is very spicy. A strong incense smell. One that tends to alternate between incense and marine. That sounds very interesting. He said dark oud. Who's it by? What company is it by? Because I will try to look it up and see if maybe I can get it at some point. I bought Latafa Cognac for Son. Initially, I thought it was just a no cheap, but after a week, it starts smelling way better. Yeah, after you let the things, especially Latafa, but after you let those things sit for a little bit and they mature, they get to know each other, the oils and everything get to just, settle out and get to mingle together and all that. And they do tend to smell better. I do love Cognac for Son, but I do want to get Off 9 p.m. Rebel. Apparently, it's a beaster, more high quality version of that. Mondo, my favorite clone is Versace Agra. It's a clone of Green Irish Tweed. Cool Water's too expensive for what it is to me. And I like the lack of lavender in Agra. I've got to check that out then because I'm looking for a really good and accurate Green Irish Tweed clone. I know Al Haramain's Amber Oud Carbon Edition apparently is a really good one as well, and I have yet to try that, but I do want to try it. But yeah, that does sound really nice. I want to try that out. Yannick says, I have a question. I mainly wear Azaro Chrome EDT. It's a retro one, but it's still really good. And I'm interested in the Yellow Energy Versace is a good fragrance and good for summer. Yeah, Versace Eros Energy is really good for the summer, really good for the spring. I think even in the fall time as well because it has a good bit of patchouli and the oak moss that comes out in the middle of it. And a little powdery as well. Yeah, it's great for the summer. I just would not spend the full retail price. Try to find it at a online discounter for a way better price. Definitely going to remind you of the Aventus DNA, but it is solid. It is really, really good. Eros Energy, good for summer. Oh yeah, it's slightly sweeter, Aventus Spin, very mass appealing, very, 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 very lemon forward. It has lemon, lime. I think it has some other citrus and fruits. It has black currant in the middle. But it is very lemon forward, like sweet, sweet lemon head kind of style. But it is really, really nice smelling. Yeah, the Mont Blanc Legend EDP is best. It is really good. And I actually recommended that one earlier to someone who wants something that was versatile for all year round. 9 p.m. Rebel is a banger. I got to get it. I've literally almost gotten every 9 p.m. flanker I have, or 9 a.m. p.m. flanker, whatever, in a rack store. And I'm just holding out that maybe Ross, or not Ross, but TJ Maxx will have 9 p.m. Rebel just sitting right there ready for me when I walk in the door. I'm really hoping. If not, I will eventually buy it from a discounter because it is pretty inexpensive right now. Way cheaper than what it was when it first came out. And Viet Rekka said, hi, hello, how are you doing? Yannick said, thank you, Mondo Brownie. Yannick said, thank you. Dark Oud is by Bella Vita, okay? It is a cheap one, if I remember correctly. Not sure if I can actually recommend it, to be honest. Hey, dude, I will try it. Have you seen what I've been trying up here lately? Even with this one. This is a clone. It is Magnificent 7, Absolute Oud. It's a clone of M7 by Yves Saint Laurent. Very oud patchouli forward, but more in the designer style, but it's a very spicy, spicy powdery. I think it has nutmeg in it, which adds in that spice. But yeah, I have opened up in a recent cold weather clone haul video, but Off and On Supremacy incense, I love that. it is very smoky, incense smoke forward, very herbal, herbaceous, the strong like oregano note and other herbal notes. Has almost a savory kind of kitchen spice and aromatics kind of style to it, and a lot of oud in the base. Dude, I love it. Absolutely love it. I cannot wait to wear it a full wearing when it gets like really really cold. John said, "I stand corrected." Yeah, dude. No, I will try it. He says by. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Dark Oud by Bella Vita. Oh, okay. Hold on. Bella Vita Luxury Dark Oud Luxury Collection. It does show that it does have a little bit of freshness in there. Okay, citrus, male notes is oriental notes and wood notes. Hey, I'm for it, man. I am game. I am game for that. Looks like it hasn't been commented a whole lot about in Fragrantica, but at least I can see the note breakdown. So yeah, if I get a chance to maybe see it out and about, I see where it may be on Amazon. I will try my best to get it because that does sound really really good. She says so those fragrances you open have had a bit of time to dry down. I was dude, you beat me to the punch because I was just about to say this. Would you mind smelling them now and give your thoughts? I would. I would love to do that. I say it's an accurate description. Okay, awesome. Okay, so here we go. Mercedes Benz, and I might as well hold up I guess the bottles while I'm smelling them so we can see what it is. Mercedes Benz Man Intense. Again, the original one was a very ozonic, fruity, aquatic kind of thing. This is very different. I said it smelled like fierce, more particularly Mont Blanc, Mont Blanc Legend EDP. Let's see how it smells now. It still smells like fierce slash Mont Blanc Eau de Parfum, my Legend Eau de Parfum. Yeah, well, maybe like I said, maybe a tad, if ever such a tad bit more of a earthy mossiness, like patchouli to it, ever so slightly. And I imagine maybe on skin, that earthiness, patchouli, and moss will come out a little more. It smells good though. I actually think I will wear this week. I mean, this is kind of one that you can wear almost all year round, just like Fierce, and Mont Blanc Legend Eau de Parfum. Now for Cod Lodge Island Dreams. Again, very citric, very fresh, Ambroxan fizzy kind of style, but I said there's a lot of florals in it that were not in the note breakdown. So let's see if maybe it's still there. It has gotten a lot more musky, like musky, like almost wet, clean, powdery, slightly floral kind of musk. I don't know about Ambroxan because it's sometimes hard to pick up what kind of Ambroxan it can be. Again, our skin, it'll probably come out a little more. Yes, if you don't like musky scents, you're not gonna like this. If you don't like powdery musky scents, you're not gonna like this, especially with that. Three to the Darn said, "What is this about?" Oh, I am a cheap, inexpensive fragrance reviewing channel and recommendation channel, and we are opening up and also reviewing different cheap fragrances that I have here. And this is one of them that we recently opened up, and I let it dry down for a little bit, so now we're gonna see how it smells, on the in dry down, and I've been describing it. Yeah, it I don't know. This one is gonna have to mature. Andrew Frank he's talking about. I don't know if he's talking about the fragrance or if he's talking about this whole general stream. Like people just scrolling through lives on YouTube like you can do, and YouTube would just be like, "Hey, here's this." Yeah, Mondo and Chief. I don't know about this one. Not that it's bad, but it's way more unisex, feminine leaning as it's dried down. Like I said, a waxy, powdery, floral aspect, musky aspect to it. That Island Dream is a bit more complex than the notes read on Fragrantica. Yeah, it has more to it. It definitely has more to it than that. There is a little bit of that citrus aspect that is still in that dry down, like the tail end of it. Again, on skin is where this one is going to be coming alive. And I'm debating on whether to try to wear it this week or not because it is going to be very cold. And I have been chomping at the bits itching to wear some of my other cold weather oriented scents while I'm at work and while it's cold. So, because I think tomorrow is the last above 70-degree day that we're going to have here where I live, and which is in the southern U.S. And I think it's going to rain, and after the rain comes in, the rest of the week is going to be like in the high 60s, low 40s all week. So, man, did not expect that with this one. Again, not bad, but if that's what you're looking for, this is exactly what that is. But if it's not what you're looking for, try it out. If you have a chance to try it out, find a friend somewhere who has this. Say, hey, do you have this? If so, let me smell it. Or maybe even some of the TJ Maxx workers can open up the box right there in front of you and let you smell it. But yeah, very interesting. I think my wife will love this one. I think this is one that probably come out more as soon as it hits springtime, because I think this would be very, 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 very good for spring. But until then, it's probably not going to get a whole lot of wear, honestly. Man, I'm in upstate New York. It's been a hot fall, but we haven't had a 70 plus degree day since the beginning of October. Lucky dude. No, yeah, we've had some days, like even at the beginning of October, like above 80 degrees, like 82, 83, 85. And this past week it hasn't gotten above that, but it hasn't gotten below like a high of 75 or something like that. But it's still been pretty cool in the daytime, especially at night. Especially at night. Does the ginger really kick in? It didn't for me on College Island Dreams. It did not. I have other ginger fragrances that are more of a photorealistic, spicy ginger, and it is there. The ginger in this is there, but it's not spicy. It's not gonna be photorealistic. It's just gonna be a almost citric, fruity, sweet style of ginger mixed in with that grapefruit and the I think bergamot that's in here as well. But yeah, it still is good. The citrus part of this is phenomenal. It's just that musky floral aspect that's not listed that I'm just not so sure about. And now the last one, Roberto Cavalli Uomo Parfum. I actually might even wear this tonight because me and my wife just chilling here at the house. We're gonna fix some food, watch a movie. Last night was it last night? What's the day? Last night, yeah. No, today's Saturday. So Thursday night we watched Hocus Pocus. I think tonight we're gonna probably watch the second Hocus Pocus. And so I'll be chilling around wearing this one. And let's smell how it was. It's supposed to be a violet, floral, honey, sweet, woody, spicy fragrance. And I got a lot of saffron tonka bean on it, a lot of the sweetness, a little of the woods, a little bit of the floral notes as well, but nothing else. So let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be mainly saffron spice forward, with a good bit of that tonka bean, adding a little bit of a sweetness, but also a rubbery aspect to it and powdery. Um, Maybe on skin the woods and the honey will come out more in this, but yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's an Oriental style that is pretty unique, especially for the price point you got this at. Mondo said, glad I catch a stream. I'll make sure to look out for the upcoming week of lineup. Yeah, man, I've been looking forward to you watching it. And there's actually a lot in there that I did not talk about here, where that were first time wears, first time wearing it then. So yeah, definitely catch up on it and get my take on some things that I really enjoy wearing for the first time. One of them, actually a lot of them, are going to be ones that I haven't mentioned at all. And you probably haven't seen anyone else mention as well. So definitely tune in for that one. But yeah, Mondo, thank you, man, for being here. Thank you for commenting and providing a lot of different feedbacks. I really, really do appreciate you, dude. Have you ever tried Henry Jacques Oud Imperial? I have not. That sounds pretty cool. Henry Jacques? I know Jacques Bogart, but I don't know about Henry Jacques. And guys, we're at an hour and 43 minutes. And he says, that's my dream fragrance. And so I'm getting a little, not gonna lie, I'm getting a little vocal exhaustion, a little mental exhaustion, and plus it's just time to eat, and I'm a hungry guy, so real quick, I want that up. He said Hen Oud Imperial. Oh, there it is, Henry Jacques Oud Imperial. Top things are like oud, patchouli, fresh spicy, warm spicy, leather. This sounds like it's up my alley. The bottle looks really nice as well. Came out in 2010. Fine with me. I don't care about the okay. Let me rephrase that. I don't care about the year. of the fragrance release because I love older style fragrances. Top note is agarwood or oud. So middle notes are leather and geranium, and base notes are patchouli, amber, and vanilla. Sounds like the rich, dark kind of fragrance that I would really enjoy. Um, she said, "Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for sharing." Yeah, man. Thank you for being here. I don't know if you're signing out now or not, but if you are, thank you, my dude. Really do appreciate you. John said, "Subscribe. Good channel. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it." Hey, yeah, go on the channel. Hopefully, there's enough there for you to watch and go through and see everything. I know some of the thumbnails are trying to keep the same theme, but some of them might look a little repetitive. But just keep looking through them. Look at the titles and everything. And yeah, I upload every Monday a week rotation of things that I wore the week before. And some things are designer, some things aren't, some things are cheapy, some things aren't. But and every Friday I try to do a main video, and I'm really, 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 really trying to work on getting a more some shorts videos put out that are more unique. I try to do recaps of some videos on shorts because it's easier to edit. But I've been seeing a lot of people put shorts out. I really, really need to. So I'm gonna try to start doing that more often. And every Tuesday I have a community post. Sometimes the questionnaire. Sometimes it's just asking for people to comment on some stuff, and sometimes it's just me to post something just for people's reading enjoyment. But yeah, dude, subscribe. Thank you, man. VBHL, yeah, subscribe. Thanks, man. Thank y'all too for subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. That's awesome. For some reason, YouTube as well is not recommending my stuff for a lot of people. I had a commenter who I haven't seen in a while comment on one of my recent videos saying, "Hey, I thought that you stopped uploading because I didn't see your stuff for a while." And they said YouTube just wasn't recommending my videos, even though they were subscribed and I was uploading regularly. They just weren't seeing it. So they just wasn't seeing it, whichever one it is. So just make sure to keep checking. Like I said, every Monday, every Friday, every once in a while. I try to do a live stream at least once a month. Most of the time at the end of the month, but I try to do a live stream like this. And I used to have a full professional camera set up and all of that overlays on my live streams, but my internet here is garbage. And so the best way I can live stream is through my mobile phone. That way it gets easier and doesn't lag behind and stuff like that. But maybe one day I can get my internet set up, fixed. But yeah, this Oud Imperial sounds amazing. I just gotta see what the cost is on it because it looks like it might be a little bit of an expensive niche fragrance. But even if it is, I would still love to sample it because it sounds amazing. Someone said $2,450 for a 30 mil. Maybe not, boss. I'm just saying that's steep. But I mean, if I get a sample of it or get a let's see, get a clone of it or something smells similar. Oh yeah, it's expensive. Never mind. That's very expensive. I'm sure it smells amazing. It better for that price. I mean, 2,695 pounds is bonkers. Apparently, though, never mind. I thought someone had a clone of it, but I mean, it better smell good. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, well, it looks like it would smell good. I may never know, but it does look like it smells good. Theodoric, I have Mont Blanc Legend EP, please, bro. I have Mont Blanc Legend EP as well, man. I have a video dedicated just on that, talking about it because I think it's the one of the better signatures for all year round any occasion anyone can have. I do really like it. Have a bottle up here, love it. And you said hi, hello, Viedrica, how you doing? But yeah, guys, we are at an almost 2 hours now, and I literally said at the beginning of the stream that I was not going to go much over an hour, and here we are. So it tells you one thing: I love to talk. I can talk all day long with hardly anything to go off of. Ethan says, "Hey, how are you doing?" I said the most expensive cologne I own these days is Lacoste White. A boy can dream. Amen, Jonathan. A boy sure can dream. That's all I can afford to do compared to the price of that one. Is dream. But Chief said overtime. Yes. Yeah, we were way overtime. Bay GDP today. Oh, buy it today. They're saying buy it today. Go ahead and buy it then, everybody. But yeah, the most I mean, that actually brings up a good question. What's the most expensive fragrance that I own? Because I love cheapies, but your boy doesn't always buy cheapies because not everything is cheap, and some things are worth buying. Um, as far as what would be a full sale price of something, because I don't have a whole lot of stuff here. I have very few niche fragrances, because name of the channel. But as far as things that I have bought full prices for that I do not regret, um, mm, you know what? I have a Dior Homme Sport 2021 down here, bought full price at Ulta. But the same alongside that, that are probably more expensive now, is a older bottle of Dior Homme Intense I have back here before they redid the new presentation and whatnot. That's probably the closest to like expensive one. That or some of the Michael Malone X Jensen stuff I have back here because you'd have to pay full price for one to get some other ones at a certain percentage off. But yeah, I'd say that's probably the closest one. If I did buy an older bottle of Dior Homme Parfum, which I had a chance to do like a couple years back, that would have been the most expensive one that I bought because it's just very expensive, especially now with the new reformulated version that I haven't smelled yet. I don't even know what the original one smells like, but I heard it's like a masterpiece. But yeah, that's probably it. Either that or Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privé because I bought it whenever there was a rumor going around that it was being discontinued, and I paid full price for it at an Ulta. So that may be it as well. For me, it's Buddha Chanel EP. I actually paid full price for mine as well, way back. I don't own it still, so I can talk about it. And Dior Sauvage Elixir. Everything else is clones my collection. Yeah. Same dude. And the thing is, if I buy a designer, I'm going to try to find it at a discounter or at a rack store for a lower price, unless I absolutely have to get um, a retail version of it, which for anything Chanel will be the case because Chanel does not allow at discounters. Otherwise, they will sue the pants off of anyone who tries to resell their stuff for cheaper. I mean, for crying out loud, they're even talking about, they try to sue people and take people's videos down for talking about releases that they already talked about. So crazy. The first cologne I bought was a 10-pound vegan scent on Head Shop. It was terrible. It sounds like it'd be terrible if it's vegan. Smelled like three hippies boiled in orange furniture polish. That is a very vivid description. I love that. That sounds fantastic. So it must have been like very funky, aromatic, herbal, and very like chemical cleaning orange kind of thing. Dior Sauvage Elixir is an ambroxan and projection bomb. It is. My brother-in-law has Sauvage Elixir. He swears by it, loves it, and I do too. And he's pulled that thing off in the summer, and I don't know how. I guess because he sprayed very lightly and, probably, smearing around a little bit. Death by Patchouli. Oh, Patchouli, yes. If it is hippies, then yeah, Patchouli. I imagine so. I love patchouli, but it's just a certain kind of quality patchouli and how intense it is. I can only handle so much. Two sprays, only one behind each ear. Yep, that's all you need. He said, I got better. I'm glad, dude. Yeah, I got better too. I mean, one day I'll talk about my whole journey through fragrances and what I got into. And actually, if you want to go watch, I have a Q&A video where I put a community post out. People ask questions. I show the questions on the video, answered them. I did briefly talk about how I got into fragrances because that was one of the questions I had. Actually, I think Mondo asked one of the questions on like what fragrances got you into it. So go watch that one too if you want something to listen to in the background or something to just learn about me. But yeah, how I got into fragrances. Actually, I didn't really start too cheap, but I definitely wasted fragrances. My parents. Oh, online. Oh, the thing timed out, but I bought fragrances and or my parents bought me fragrances. Actually, Tommy Hilfiger and the original Acqua di Gio, and I wasted them. Sprayed them everywhere, but caught things on fire, gave them to girlfriends, whatnot, and did not respect them. Now I'm like cringing at myself, But yeah, I mainly just wasted them. Didn't know what they're used for. Didn't want to wear them. But yeah, now I made up for all of that waste. So Either one. It's currently spring, summer here in South Africa, and I'm looking for one freshly work, school, and a special occasion fragrance. What do you recommend? Anything but Bleu de Chanel and Dior Sausage. I like that. Blow de Chanel and Dior Sausage. I really love those descriptions. Well, if you don't mind a blue style fragrance that's not blue but kinda, I can definitely recommend something. He said, and a special occasion fragrance. You know what? One that work great for both, especially if it's spring, summertime there, and it's a clone, and it's inexpensive, and it's readily available, is, if I can do it without falling over, this one here, by the top of it, it is Fakar, also called Fakar Black, or sometimes even Fakar Silver. This is a clone, inspiration, smells like YSLY, between like the EDT and the EDP. It's easily likable. It is apple, fresh, a little sweet on the apple, fruity, very musky, a little aldehydic, aromatic, woody, very, very clean, very professional, day or night, spring and summer. Yeah, he said that's a good YSL EP cone. Yeah, everyone's backing it up, so you know that it is true. It is hyped for a reason. It is very inexpensive, but don't let that don't let that deter you from what you think the quality might be. This is really, really good. A great performer as well. Again, depending on how you wear it out in the heat, it may not last overly long, but that's with any fragrance. You know, if you're out there sweating, working a blue-collar job, digging ditches, no fragrance is going to last on you at that point. But if you want something that still has a good medium loud projection for majority of the fragrance, a nice sillage, good if you're in the office or just barely doing work, like, you know, barely sweating, a nice, like, even 6 hours easily drying down, being more musky. This is a great one. I mean, this one, you cannot go wrong with it. It's compliment getting, easy to wear. It's a freshie. It has been tried and true. The scent profile itself has been tried and true and proven to be one that just works. It just works, you know. I got my brother this for Christmas last year, along with Detour Noir by Alharmain. And like I said, that way something sweet and, you know, good and seductive for wintertime, and something good for the summer, springtime, because he loves YSL EDP. I gave him a used bottle that I had one time, and he's like, dude, it smells just like it. So yeah, it's a good masculine fragrance. It's an overall workhorse fragrance. It is. It really is. I mean, I think you could maybe get, and of course it depends on your skin chemistry and what you do, but over 6 hours easily. But yeah, I do love it. This stuff's so good. I think you can wear it even to the fall time as well, as long as it's not like too cold. Even if it is too cold, who cares? Wear it because you like it, not because of the seasonality. I'm just weird about seasonality. But yeah, this is a great one to go with. Like I said, you can find it anywhere. You can find it at Amazon, Fragrance Net, Fragrance by Fragflex, Joma Shop, Perfume Box, anywhere. And I'm not sponsored by any of those. I'm just telling you what I know. So honestly, need this. I love YSL line. Oh, in that case, the guy with the Shrek profile picture, that looks amazing, actually. Code 2844. If you like YSL, this is it. I actually recently wore a full sample of YSL ADP, the recent formulation, just to see what it was like. And my brother-in-law gave me a sample, and I wore it. And it's way more musky, aldehydic than this clone is. This has way more of the apple note that's actually a little sweeter than what the original is. So that's why it is a little more mass appealing and a little easier to wear. So cool, I give it a smell. Yeah, dude, try it out. Let me know what you think about it too as well. If you want to comment on a video later on after you buy it, and let me know what you think about it. This one, it is a workhorse. It is good. It's good for a reason. And I actually got this one from Marshall's last year for like $27. So yeah, not bad at all. But guys, it is literally a little under 2 minutes till I'm gonna have to head out. I gotta eat. I know my wife is fixing something downstairs. It's time to eat supper. I know that people are still coming in, and I hate it because I don't hate that people are coming in, but I hate that I'm having to leave what feels like so early. But yeah, at some point I might do like a 5-hour stream if I don't have anything going on. Real quick, what's your take on Odyssey Mega Man Odyssey line and Arm Off? I don't have it. I don't know, but I do want to get it because it does have an amazing name, and I do love Arm Off style. I'm interested in buying Liquid Broom. What's your personal thoughts on it? I have it up here. My brother-in-law recently bought Parfum de Marly's Altair, the actual one, and I was like, I smelled it, and I was like, dude, like you did not have to go spend however much money it was, which he actually bought at a discount at Drummer Shop. It was like $160, which is way discounted from the original price. But I let him come to my house. He smelled Liquid Brune, and he was like, "There's no way." He's like, "You're telling me that I did not have to spend this much money?" And legit, side by side, Liquid Brune, I would say, is 95, 97 plus percent the exact same as Altair. It is literally the exact same quality. Doesn't even match. I mean, it has part of the PDM has maybe a little better quality on the florals, the orange blossom that is slightly different, but literally it is the exact same. It is crazy. I would not have believed it unless I was actually able to smell the actual one, which is why I'm glad, because now I'm happy with it. And yeah, Liquid Brune, amazing, great for even day or night wear, anytime from fall to winter, maybe a little bit of springtime as well. It smells phenomenal. Vanilla, sweet cinnamon, has a fresh floral like orange blossom neroli facet in it that is really good. It's an amazing scent profile. Very sexy, very easy to wear, perfectly unisex as well. Um, Great winter fragrance. Yeah, no way. Yeah, yes way. And I'm not exaggerating either. Even Omar from School of Scents smelled Altair in that one, and he's like, "There's no reason to get this other one. It's the exact same." It's crazy. Do I ever wear two fragrances at the same time that are cloning an OG original? I haven't actually. I don't think I've had a lot of fragrances that are cloning the same one that I've smelled the same. I do need to do something like that though, because I have a few Aventus clones that take different aspects from Aventus, and I kind of want to see how they compare to each other. But yeah, it is. I haven't done that, but it's a good idea to try out. I compared it with my dad's bottle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is. Yeah, Uthan. Or I forgot your name, but Uthan. I can't pronounce all of it, but you know who you are. Yeah, you. It is the exact same. It's crazy, actually. Next one, well, bro, instead of Chanel, I'm wearing Liquid Brune now. Go ahead, man. Wear Liquid Brune. Wear it. And actually, weirdly enough, some people like to actually, sorry, the fudge right here, but some people have, even Ash, have recommended layering Club Nouveau Intense Man, the limited edition, or any Aventus style fragrance on top of Liquid Brune. And they say it smells amazing. Because Aventus does have a little bit of vanilla to it, but that just expounds it. Apparently makes it like amazing. I'm going to try that sometime once in the cold weather and see what I think about it and let y'all know. It's sat for a month and it's literally the bomb. It is. It is. Mine sat for. I got it at the beginning of the year, so it's sat now for since the beginning of the year. Months and months and months. It is the bomb. It is so smooth, so good. I might actually wear it next week. You know what? You've inspired me. I'm gonna wear Liquid Brune next week. So, hey guys, I really do want to stay and talk more, but I have to go. I am at your ready. Hey, good deal, man. You go eat, bro. Yeah, everyone's like, go eat, bro. Go eat, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna eat. Thank you all for being here, by the way. It has been a very, very, very fun live. I opened up some great stuff here. I'm going to try to wear these when I can coming up. Chief said, be blessed. You too, my man. Thanks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank y'all for being here. And it's been great. I loved it. Everyone's been awesome. Maybe the next live, if it works better for all of you, I'll actually do it at 5, starting at 5 instead of 4, if that's easier and more, if it's better for people to come in at that time, because it seems like everyone comes in a little later. So I'm going to do it at 5, starting the next one. We appreciate you too, my man. Thank you for being here, for commenting, and you provided a lot of good comments and feedback too. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate all you being here. Go check out my week rotations will be coming out. Our usual week rotation on the following Monday, and a very Halloween exclusive video that's going to drop next Friday on Halloween on 5 fragrances that are scary good, if you get what I'm going for there. Really, really excited for that. And I haven't actually shoot that video either today or tomorrow, but yeah. I'm going to head on out. I really appreciate all of you who have been watching either in the live or those of you who are watching now after the fact on the recorded live. I really do appreciate you for watching. Comment below. Let me know what you think about the live, things that you have enjoyed, maybe some things that you agreed with or disagreed with, or that you want to add in your own comment too. I'd love to hear about it. But again, guys, thank you for being here and for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will see all of you again as usual in the next video. Keep watching, keep up to date, and I will see you all laters and laters.